All right, Fanspective, episode 3, week 2 of the NFL is officially in the books. The game of the week, obviously, the Cowboys versus the Giants. Very exciting game. Came down to the end. We saw vintage Russell Wilson, good for those a few times this season. But the Cowboys pulled off the win, and they seem very optimistic about the season. I would think the Giants as well, but it's all dependent on where they finish in the NFC East. Very tough division, but ultimately their future, or at least their present, is uncertain. So week 2 reactions. First off, Cowboys, Giants. What do y'all think?
I think the Cowboys need to address their pass rush immediately. You-
They are signing Jadavion.
well, hey,
Are they?
that's
They
better
getting cloudy?
than nothing. I
Good
think
pick.
I think having no pass rush is going to get you those kind of results where teams that really don't have real pass games like the Giants can score 37 points or throw 500 yards plus offense. Like that's not a good formula going into the season. So, I mean, I guess it was entertaining as a fan, but it's like a battle for last place for the NFC East. It's like, all right, cool. This is what it is.
Yeah.
Aspect. But I'll no, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good, man. I agree with everything Kilo said. I have Dak as my starting quarterback in my fantasy league, so go off, dog. You know what I mean? But no, no defense at all in that game. I mean, track meet, wide receivers getting open, quarterbacks having 5 plus 6 plus seconds in the pocket. I mean, if you're an offensive enthusiast, then you like it. But if you like to see defense, then you're just disappointed in both sides. So we'll see what happens. But neither team gonna make any noise this year, in my opinion. So, um, I think the Eagles, they're finding a way to win, like you just mentioned, Kilo. Close games. Everybody's going to give the Eagles their best game. They just won a Super Bowl. That's something that everybody need to think about. The champions, they coming in town. We got to give them our best. We want to knock off the champs. So they're going to get close games. Going to be a lot of close games with the Eagles, but they are resilient. Yeah, I think their defense is stout and consistent is what you want. And their offense can putter sometimes, especially to kick off to this season, but in the end, they're finding ways to win. And, the tush push is a reliable, 2 yard, 3 yard gainer per attempt. And on a goal line, is unstoppable, essentially. And it's getting them wins. So kudos to them and their coaching staff. I do think that KC, Kilo, you brought up a really good point, man. They're going to have to retool in a number of different positions in order for them to start, seeing some improvement. Running back room is hurt.
Oh yeah, oh
They can't run the ball at all, man. And that's what gets Mahomes the looks downfield, man. The threat of the run.
yeah.
And he hadn't had that for the first 2 weeks, and it shows a lot. Offensive line, man. Oh, leaks on that offensive line, dude. They were teeing off on Mahomes.
Yeah.
That's another thing, man. He's running for his life. And if you want to go back and remember, in the Super Bowl against the Bucks, back when Brady was there that year, Brady beat him. Bro, they were teeing off on him, man. Like that's the only way to stop Mahomes is really to get a good pass rush and keep him off of his square. If you can do that, you got a chance to beat Mahomes. The proof is in the pudding, man. But they've got a lot of work to do. I know Andy Reid. I'll never count him out. He's somebody that is a wizard, man. So 0-2, we'll see what happens. But right now, it looks a little, iffy for them.
yeah.
Yeah, no, and he made a good point because like this is the first time in his career that he's lost 3 games in a row. Holmes, that is,
Crazy,
I believe at this, which is insane just to think
insane, bro.
of. But also at this point, he's their leading rusher, which is a problem. He usually saves those moments for a deep in the playoffs, Super Bowl, where he breaks out in a big 15, 20-yard run. But now he was relying on that super early. And then to your point about the offensive line, I had to look up his name. Number 74, Juwan Taylor. The penalty.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he jumps so much. I mean, he's a great O-line, but bro, you
yeah.
got something, man. So like, I think the penalties are starting to get to them as well. But like you said, you gotta trust Andy Reid. You gotta trust the team. I mean, they've been the best team. They've been a team of the decade, arguably. You know, in
Yes.
2020. So I'm
Yes.
pretty sure they'll figure it out. Now moving on to the former next Brady, Joe Burrow, injured, out 3 months minimum. And just suppose that to them actually getting off to a good start. They're 2-0, which normally is not the case. They usually get off to a bad start. So for the team, yes, they're 2-0, but they got to be kicking themselves now because, he's out for a little minute. And I think it's either tuck toe or whatever the injury was. So I think this may be a flashpoint in his career. I mean, he was on that trajectory, on that tier with Mahomes. I think Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson have now taken that slot. And they're fighting for that number 2 in the league. Um, and the Bengals, man, they just can't catch a break. But I'm just curious to see, like, where do you think the team goes from here, and then where does his career go from here?
I mean,
Loaded.
if we're being honest, he's at a point in his career where he has to consider retirement a little bit, like almost like an Andrew Luck kind of situation where your franchise hasn't invested in your protection. They gave T. Higgins $100 million.
Jamar
KC
Chase.
let Tyreek Hill walk. DK is now with the Steelers. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're going to sacrifice our franchise QB protection for a receiver who depends on the QB, does not make sense. And I think he's in the league 6 years, and 3 out of the 6 years he's had 12-week-long injuries. An ACL, he tore his wrist, and now he turf toe, which is basically like you tore a ligament under your big toe, or you broke your big toe. So at this point, it's like you have to consider, like, yo, why am I even playing here? Like, where else can I go? Because they're not
And
trying to invest in my protection.
and 3 months is a minimum sentence with that injury. It's a nasty injury, bro.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
Like, it's a nasty injury, man, and it's a nagging one too. Like, it's something that really never goes away. So
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see. But to answer your question, Frank, it's going to be interesting, man. Jake Browning gets his opportunity to show what he's got.
Word.
I'm eager to see that, being a Ravens fan and in that conference, to see what he can do. He still has ultimate weapons around him. Maybe they can build out a game plan, but like you mentioned, Kilo, the Bengals need to consider potentially moving in a different direction if they can't figure it out, or even himself need to figure it out. Joe Burrow needs to figure out exactly what he wants to do long term, because beating yourself up, like you said, man, with no protection,
Yeah.
it's
And
only
the
going
thing
to
is,
get
like you
worse.
said, your best ability is your availability.
Your availability. Yep.
You gotta be available, bro. But someone who's ascending while Joe Burrow might be trending down, someone who's quietly, with better coaching and ascending up, Justin Herbert, man, 2-0, out there dealing. Got Keenan Allen back, his ace. They're looking real good. What are your thoughts on the team? Is this the Harbaugh effect? They did lose Khalil Mack though, which is
Yeah.
very defensive
Yeah.
anchor. I don't know how long he's going to be out. I got to look that up. But what are your thoughts on Justin Herbert and how he's ascending and perhaps finally being in a position to reach his potential?
I'm really optimistic. I think Herbert he's like a top 10 QB even before this year, in my opinion. But I think now it's starting to materialize, and they have a really good receiving core. Quentin Johnson is starting to live up to his potential.
Yeah.
And their defense, although they lost Khalil Mack, was still, they had the lowest. They were the lowest scoring defense last year at 17 a game. So I think they're going to win their division, and they're going to make some noise in the playoffs. So it's a matter of keeping guys healthy to see what happens with Khalil Mack. I like their other linebacker, Hanley from Washington State. I think he's in like year 2. Matter of fact, I think that's Big U's son. If you know who Big U is from like California.
Yeah, from LA.
And I like him a lot because he came from safety to linebacker, and now he's been a star because he can fly across the field from side to side. So I think the Chargers are making a good run, and then they have a really good O line. Joe Alt is doing great. So I think the Chargers are going to be a force to be reckoned with moving forward.
Yeah, and I think that trade, because they did some maneuvering, I think they let go of Joey Bosa, who was like your very high pick. They sent him to Buffalo. They retooled a bit. I think that rookie, Marion Hampton, he's looking real good. So they have a well-rounded team, and they have a coach who's known for unlocking talent, right? You juxtapose that to his brother, which I mean, we've talked about it, man. Does does a change need to happen in Baltimore if they don't get? I'm not talking about winning. If they don't get to the Super Bowl, does a change in Baltimore need to happen because KC might be vulnerable, right? They may ultimately come down again to the Bills and the Ravens, you know. So I think one of those teams has the potential to take that next step, which is just making the Super Bowl. Maybe not win it, but definitely making it a step in the right direction. So you think the older Harbaugh? Wait, which one's older? John or
John is older than Jim. My Harbaugh is older
yeah,
than
Don is
their
young.
Harbaugh.
He looks younger, but I get it. Yeah, so yeah. Does he need to go if they don't make it to the Super Bowl essentially?
Well, let me touch the topic of the Chargers first, and then
Okay.
I'll get to that. But the Chargers look good defensively. I think their offense peaked in certain areas. I think they had a good quarter three against the Raiders and a good Q2 against the Raiders. But the Raiders defense showed up, so there was some combativeness there. But they run like a shell defense where everything is in front of them. Like they
Yeah.
force you to operate methodically down the field, which is
And I think that's
completely against
yeah.
90% of what OCs do in the NFL today. OCs don't like to, be controlled as to what they can do. They like to, run non routes, run deep posts, challenge, your DBs and safeties down the field. And the Chargers don't allow you to do that. They don't. And when you do decide to do it, it's either a pick or a sack or a deflected ball. They just don't allow it. So they force you to, dink and dunk 3 yards, 4 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards. And it's been like that for a few years now. I remember Lamar played them in the playoffs, and we lost to the Chargers. I don't know if you remember that. I think it was maybe 3 or 4 years ago. But they blitzed the hell out of us. Blitzed the hell out of us. Yeah. Go back and look, man. I vividly
Wasn't that
remember
his rookie or sophomore year though? When he
sophomore
won
year. Sophomore
when
year, he took over
he
for Flacco that year. Yep.
yeah, came in for
Yep.
Flack, won his first MVP. But
Yep.
Lamar wasn't ready for that, bro. Like, I mean,
Hey, I'm just
yeah,
referencing the experience, and then
yeah,
also that doctrine of defense has kept in it with the Chargers for
do they
whatever reason. Yeah, they run that same defense, brother.
do they have the same DC this whole time?
I believe so. I believe that's the same DC, or the mythology around it is exactly the same. But they're running a shell defense. The DBs and safeties don't allow anything behind them, and the front seven are super athletic, where they can also play in coverage really, really well, and the front four can get after the quarterback, which
Yeah.
works for them perfectly. So, kudos to the Harbaugh man. I think he's going to make noise. We'll see what happens. I think it'll be a Harbaugh challenge in the playoffs between Jim and John at some point
Mm,
this year. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see, man. Justin Herbert, playing well, got his aces back.
yeah.
Good wide receiver core, good running back core.
Yeah, I
They're a good
mean,
team.
the talent was always there with Justin Herbert, man. I think, even his metrics looks, very similar to Kaepernick. Maybe not as fast, obviously, but great arm. Can move in the pocket, can move outside. Can break out for a run here and there. And Harbaugh has been a great coach, and he's really kind of won wherever he's been, whether it's Stanford, the Niners, back to Michigan, and now here. So it's arguably one of those top tier one coaches. Below Andy Reid, but definitely above most of the rest. So we'll see what happens to the Chargers, man, and we'll see what happens to Khalil Mack. And say he's talking about that defensive line. Khalil Mack is definitely the lead on that and the anchor of the defense. So hopefully he's not out for too long. All right, so week 3 prediction, or do we want to talk? Yeah, hold on. I don't know what the matchups are, but before we get there, sorry, Delroy, we're talking about the Ravens and Harbaugh. Is he on the hot seat? We're gonna do a whole hot seat special from coaches on down. Let's
Yeah.
talk Harbaugh because hey man, they look great this week, but last week it's going to come down to Buffalo. You know, they would have to get through Buffalo or KC at some point, or the Chargers potentially, as you mentioned. But if he doesn't break through this year and get the big win, because Lamar is 27 years old, bro. He's not going anywhere. So, what do we think about Harbaugh? And should he be on the hot seat if he's not? As our resident, Baltimore Raven fan, home team.
Yeah, it's tough, man. As somebody that has accomplished what he's accomplished in Baltimore, it's hard to say he's on a hot seat, but he is, man. We've come up short for the past 6 years, 5 years, and realistically speaking, we've had the teams to compete for championships
Are
and a
the
lot.
best in the league for the past 5 years.
100%, and a lot of it is coming down to coaching decision. We've got to put Lamar in the best position to win. I know he's out there playing right, but coaches are calling the plays. Coaches are putting players in position, and coaches are making important decisions on the sideline that affects the game outcome. So I'm hoping things go through. What stands out to me most recently is that 4th and 3 punting directly to Josh Allen.
Sure.
When he was hot, defense couldn't stop anything at that point, and he punted directly to him for a field goal win. It's frustrating, but yes, if you're asking me, is he on the hot seat? We need a Super Bowl this year, or we need to look in a different direction, bring somebody younger in to lead the team.
Or not necessarily even younger, just someone like like a motivator. I don't know, man. I still think Rex Ryan has a third act in him, man. Someone who can really get the guys going. He was part of that Super Bowl team with Ray Lewis, in 2000. I think he was a DC at the time.
Yeah.
I think Harbaugh right now, ironically, is in the Marvin Lewis era of his career, where he benefit of the doubt for so long. You have a good team and you're underperforming. Now who replaces Harbaugh? Who knows? Maybe you bring back a Rex Ryan. I know he's been itching to play. Itching to come. Wanted to interview for the Jets job.
Yeah.
I'm a Rex Ryan fan, so maybe that's just my bias. But maybe some coach in college was better, or maybe a younger coach. We'll see about that. But now, in terms of hot seats, man, quarterbacks. The number 1 overall pick last year, Caleb Williams. Are we calling it? What are we doing?
Honestly, Caleb Williams is. I just think he's in his own way. It's like last year we gave him the excuse, you're a rookie, the O-line's bad, the coach is going to leave, then we go and get the best OC in the league at the time, or the hottest at least at the time, bring him in. He tells you to throw passes on time, accurately. And now you want to check down for the whole first series of y'all game last week. It's like, and then some of his mannerisms, I'm like, this dude is just totally out of the game. It's like he's more concerned about how he feels than about winning football games, which is why you're playing the game. So I really think is his issues like in between his ears is right here. It's like, can you get your mind wrapped around these concepts to focus on winning? Do your job, focus on winning, and then inherently you'll look good. Period. Otherwise, doing it your way is going to get you out the league by year 4. The moment this contract is over with, he's done. And to be honest, he might be done by week 4, week 5, and have the backup dude come in.
Who's the backup? Do we know?
Tyler Turgeon, some guy from I think he's from Shepherd University, like a D2, I'm being serious. I'm being dead serious. I don't know his name. Tyler, is it Surgeon or Surgeon? Let me see. Caleb Williams.
Yeah, Tyson Badgett.
Tyson Badgett. Yes.
Yeah,
I think he played at Shepherd. Yeah, he played D2 football. I'm telling you, he's going to be starting this year very soon if Caleb does not get act right. Because the Bears can't afford to be taking L's. Because you have a very good defense. You got a brand new coach.
They got a good defense. You have
great defense, good line, and good DBs.
Yeah.
You have a really good receiving core, or at least a solid one at least. You have a good running back. What else are we missing here? Something hasn't happened now, Caleb. What
DJ Moore, shout out Terps, baby. DJ Moore.
Yeah. What What
think they
are we
got
waiting for
right.
at this point?
Mm-hmm.
If it's not going to be Caleb, let's go and get Tyson in there. If it's not Tyson, let's go and get a trade in there or something because we have to get wins. We cannot be in this division, be in last place for too much longer. It's been too long. What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy.
Damn.
I have a lot to say about the Bears and Caleb Williams, but I'll let you go first, Derek. What you got?
I can't follow that, man. I mean, he's right. Caleb on the hot seat, man. Nothing more to say.
I'll tell you
You
this:
know, yeah, I'm gonna leave it to you, Frank.
the Bears absolutely deserve this. They deserve this because you know what? They had Justin Fields, right?
Facts.
Fact.
They got rid of him because of the anticipation of Caleb Williams because he had so much hype coming out of college, right? You know,
USC.
already entitled. You know, he had on the endorsement deals, NILs, everything. And the thing is, it was almost like the football community had decided, like, yo, Chicago, if you do not draft this guy as having the number one overall pick, then your franchise deserves eternal damnation, damn near. That was the mindset of every fan in the league and everything at the time. But Justin Fields was ascending. I mean, he had a couple different offensive coordinators. They never gave him his shot to really, they never built the team around him. They just got rid of him, before they had to pay him. And I think he had a great year that last year before leaving.
He did, Frank. Before he left, he was on like a 4 or 5 game winning streak.
Going crazy.
He was going crazy. Yeah, he was going crazy. I was going to run down my week 3 predictions real quick just to throw it out there.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
All right. Week 3 predictions. I know you've been itching. Let's do it.
I've been itching, man. So I'm gonna just give it the rundown, and I would like to hear y'all feedback on it. Comment section, obviously, but let me know what y'all think real quick. I got the Bills over the Dolphins
Oh, that's easy.
on Thursday night,
That's easy.
and then I've got the Vikings over the Bengals.
That's
I've got the Texans over the Jaguars. CJ Stroud bouncing back. I've got the Colts over the Titans.
Hold on. Is CJ on fraud alert? What we thinking?
Yeah.
This is a must win for him. Must win week.
Yo, the dude can't score in the red zone. What are you talking? Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Why you look so disgusting?
Because because he was supposed to reset the market next summer. That was the narrative, right? Hell no, this dude can't score points. You got Nick Chubb, Nico Collins, you can't score points, dude. I mean, you have a great defense, and they on the field more than you are.
Great defense. Great defense, man. Great special teams too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fraud,
Yeah.
man, big time.
CJ's on the hot seat, but I've got the Texans over the Jaguars.
Okay.
I've got the Colts over the Titans. Excuse me, Colts over Titans. I've got the Raiders over Commanders.
Yeah.
Colts over. Let me
Let me say that again for you, Frank. I've got the Raiders.
I heard you. Let's rewind it. A little bit. Is Daniel Jones on his way to being the comeback player of the year?
MVP, possibly. Matt Ryan type MVP. Like when Matt Ryan won it in 16, that's the kind of year he's having right now. That's a fact.
MVP is crazy.
It's not crazy.
Talking about
It's not crazy. I'm telling you.
But he's cooking though. He's cooking.
He's
though.
cooking.
I can't say anything. He's
talk
cooking.
about
He is cooking.
Bold take.
Listen,
Daniel,
the MVP race is between, like I said, Daniel Jones, Jordan Love, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. Those are the MVP candidates right now today. And I'm telling you, Daniel Jones is going to be a 2016 Matt Ryan in between Mahomes and Brady, like a really random year. Daniel Jones. I'm trying to tell you. Just watch. Watch and see.
You're the first. I think you're the first to say that.
You heard the first person.
You heard it here first. Kilo Sports TV said it first. Daniel Jones MVP. If you have, I'm telling you, put it in your books. Daniel Jones MVP. I'm telling you.
Right.
I'm trying to tell you.
You gotta put some bread on that right now, bro. You gotta
Facts.
put some bread on that right
It's probably plus 30,000 right now.
Yo,
Lay
book
100,
that joint
get
immediately.
30K.
You got like an extra like $100 somewhere laying around. Hopefully, throw it on there, man. Throw it on there and see what happens, man. I'm telling you, Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones MVP is wild.
I like it though. I like it. I like it.
I like a bold. mean, I just know what I've
Yeah.
seen. Like he's always had the tools, you know, good arm, can run. Josh Allen metrics, feel me?
Yes. Yes.
But not Josh Allen consistency or performance.
Mm-hmm.
He just threw with 300 against the best defense in the league. 300 on
Listen,
him.
either he's gonna be MVP or he's gonna have that 1 year that Blake Bortles had when they had Saxonville. You know what I mean? You make it to the AFC Championship game, you have one good run, one good year, and that's it. We
Yeah.
don't know. But is it his contract year?
I don't know.
Because
Might be.
if it's his contract year,
I think they signed him. They signed Daniel Jones, and then they had him and Anthony Richardson Sr. battle in camp,
yeah,
and Daniel Jones beat him out, which is why he's starting now. But yeah, I think they signed him. I think they recently updated his contract.
copy
Yeah.
that. All right. We'll see. I mean, that now I gotta watch the Colts.
I'm telling you, bro. And Jonathan Taylor is the best back in the league right now.
Oh yeah.
Josh Taylor is a monster.
JT's a monster, man.
Cooking.
I-
But yeah,
You know,
I like Coach
I don't know if he's
over
the best, but he's
the Titans for sure. I like Raiders over Commanders too.
Okay, yep. Let me keep the list going. I appreciate you, Kilo, for riding with me. Raiders over Commanders, Frank.
Raiders after what I seen on Monday. Oh no.
Look. Peep this, right? Peep this.
Huh? Okay.
Commanders, JD might be out with a knee sprain. You lost Wise Jr. and you lost Eckler.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Marcus Lattimore is 2 steps too slow. Amos is a rookie. And then, at that point, what else do you really have on offense? Terry's not really doing his thing yet. So I think
Debo Samuels.
I'm telling you. So
Now Debo did all right. Not this game, but we won.
I feel like
we won. They look real good.
I'm just saying.
And then
I
we
feel like
knew
the
they played
Raiders
back.
can at least cover the spread or win for sure.
I'm just trying to figure out how
Yeah.
good they look
Yeah.
against the Packers.
Well, I think the Raiders are coming off playing a top 3 defense in the NFL and the Chargers, which kind of stymied them a little bit. And they had flash plays. They had some productive drives that were stalled out. And again, that doesn't mean anything to a lot of players, but folks or a lot of viewers, but guys that actually watch the game and kind of look at the intricate details, that matters to me because it's like, man, like, okay, they've got some momentum. It's just the Chargers are that good, right?
Now, Chargers,
The Commanders are not. like no offense to the Commander fans out there, but I've watched them, man. They don't look the same as last year at all.
Yeah.
They don't look as confident. JD don't look as confident. And
I don't know. I think in 2 weeks that's still too early to call because week 1 they looked very confident and they played that way. Week 2, the Packers, bro. The Packers are like that.
that's a fact. That's a
Arguably
fact.
the best team in the NFC. I think in a few weeks we'll know. But of course, without Jaden Daniels, the team doesn't move.
Yeah. I mean, and the Raiders have a very underrated defense. Very
They
underrated.
do. Oh, they do, man. They do. They were flying, bro. They were flying. If they could get something going off on offense, man, they could have challenged the Chargers, but they just couldn't get anything going on offense.
Quick point on the Chargers to talk about just to highlight how how good their defense is. And this underscores it. I think the Raiders, there was a sequence where there was a drive where they had, I believe, 16 or 17 plays and only generated 68 yards of offense with 16 plays. Think about that. And only got a field goal out of it.
Yeah.
The defense is elite, bro.
That's their defense in a nutshell, Frank. You
Yeah.
just summed it up.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So
Insane, bro.
yeah, they got Brock Bowers, they got Jacoby Myers, they got some decent guys over there. But yeah, all right, Raiders over Commanders. The more I think about it, not necessarily a bold take. It seems
Okay.
pretty forward. I get it. All right, let's keep going.
Good deal. Rams over Eagles.
Whoa.
I'm looking straight in the camera with that. Take your money, put Rams over Eagles
Hey,
In
Kilo,
Philly? Nah.
in Philly. In
Hey,
Philly.
Kilo, floor is yours, Kilo.
I beg,
Go ahead.
bro.
Rams over Eagles in Philly.
Nah. No way. No way. It's going to be an Eagle smoke show. They're going to beat the crap out of them. Whatever
No,
the
sir.
spread is, take that for the Eagles. They're going to come out firing. AJ Brown's going to have a feast. Jalen Carter's going to be in the backfield all day. It's going to be a smackdown. I'm telling you. Let's watch.
Watch the Rams, man. Watch the Rams defense and watch Matt Stafford do work, baby. Do work.
I
300
mean,
plus on that defense.
hey, listen, Devontae is looking good. I
He
think
is.
last year, I'm a Devontae Adams guy.
Rain
I
are
think in
rising.
Oakland that
The
just never was a good fit. I
skin
mean,
thin.
Derek Carr was always overrated to me. I mean, come on. I think they had Garner Minshew. I mean, like who are these guys? Like no. You go to the Jets. Aaron Rodgers. Being as cocky and as obnoxious as he loves to be, didn't really play well. Now Matt Stafford wants another chip, man, because I think
Oh,
his
yeah.
takes an insane leap if they even make another Super Bowl or if they win another Super Bowl. Arguably, kind of what end of career success like a John Elway or a Kurt Warner, where they kind of just like I think if Matt Stafford wins the Super Bowl this year, he retires. It's like I did it.
And
Done
then
it all.
that'd probably make him like a top 8, top 10 QB all time.
Yeah, like it does
Facts.
wonders for his legacy.
Facts.
It does wonders for his legacy because he had all the stats with Megatron in Detroit. But Detroit was Detroit.
Detroit. Yeah.
And I think he's like behind Brady for like most game winning drives too.
Yeah, I mean
All time.
his stats. I think we were talking about stats earlier. Matt Stafford's stats are insane, bro.
Gunslinger, man.
He's like
Gunslinger.
top 10 and everything right now.
Yeah,
Gunslinger.
probably more. Stafford, Brady, Rodgers, Manning. Those guys have like insane all-time stats. In
Drew
terms of
Brees.
Drew Brees.
yeah. That's what I said. Stafford, Breeze, Manning, Brady, Aaron Rodgers. Those 5 guys. Look at all the stats. Is their names on it? So Matt Stafford can then definitely, I think, over Drew Brees if he wins another chip. So we'll see. But yeah, it's Rams over Eagles is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Don't go to Philly anytime soon.
Hey, you heard?
I mean, maybe the Rams cover the spread, but they're not gonna win the game.
Seems like you backtracking.
Hey, Kilo. Rams over Eagles, man.
Nah.
Don't knock me, dog. Let me keep going. Falcons over Panthers.
Yeah.
Oh man,
All right.
that's cake. Yeah, I ain't even worried about it. Don't even
I
bring
like I like the Patriots over Steelers.
Yeah. At home,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I like the Packers over the Browns.
By at least 9 points.
Right.
15.
Right. I like the
they're
Bucks
on
over.
defense.
They do. I like the Bucks over the Jets.
That might be
I like
might be a sneaky one.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
a sneaky one. It's
Yes.
gonna be good. But I like the Bucks over the Jets.
I
Yeah.
think the Jets might have something to say. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll
All right.
see. I like the Broncos over the Chargers in one of the games of the week.
Ooh.
Broncos over the Chargers in one of the games of the week.
Can't do it.
Coming off of a loss against the Colts on some bullshit.
Can't do it.
Talk to me.
Can't do it, man. Listen, man, Bo Nix is not better than Herbert. Sometimes it just comes down to Joe and
I don't know.
not
I don't
X,
know,
and
bro.
O. I can't knock.
Bo been dealing, bro. Bo
One
been dealing.
week 1, he didn't do shit, bro.
Bo
Bo was
been dealing,
battling
bro.
with Cam Ward, bro.
And listen to me when I tell you, Sean Payton, bro. It's the coach, man.
Yeah,
Sean gonna put them
I
boys
love
in
great
position
coaching,
to
but
win.
he's not above. Herbert is gonna get the game a win, big dub,
Okay.
for sure.
I mean, look, I had Bo Nix on my fantasy team second half of last year. He was cooking, right? I think offensively, he did very well as a rookie. I mean, his rookie campaign was only next. It was very similar to Jaden Daniels in many ways. Like his numbers were solid. I think he is having a bit of a sophomore slump to start. He played better last week or this week too, but he's not fucking with Herbert, bro. Sorry.
I'm talking about one game in week 3. Stay
All
with
right.
me, fellas. Stay with me.
Oh.
I like the Broncos over the Chargers, baby.
Okay.
I like the Seahawks over the Saints.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like the Cowboys over the Bears.
yes, absolutely.
I mean, we just talked about the Bears. I'm not even worried about them at all.
Fair enough. I won't mention them again. My apologies. I like the Niners over the Cardinals.
No,
With Mac Jones? I don't know about that, bro.
I like the Niners over the Cardinals, baby. Winning that game.
whatever the spread is, the Cardinals gonna cover the spread.
Oh my goodness. All right, fair enough. So we differ there. I like the Chiefs over the Giants, bounce back game. That's kind of a necessary evil. And then another game of the week, Ravens Lions. They going into M&T, the big crab cake.
Man,
I like my boys stomping them.
whatever the spread is, I'm taking the Ravens.
Ravens going to blow them out.
Yeah.
So is Detroit on a decline?
Yeah, well, kind of, because like last week was, I mean, it played against the Bears, so it was like
Yeah.
you don't know. But when
Yeah.
I
5
saw week
touchdowns
one,
from golf last week is you know,
I mean, they
I
drafted.
don't know what you call it. Spaghetti at the wall almost. It's
Yeah,
like, yeah, it looks good. It looks
they
great,
drafted
but
week.
yeah, bro, I don't know
facts.
whether the Packers going. I mean, not Packers. Ravens are going to crush them.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
And then the Lions defense, man, questionable.
To be
I
honest,
feel like
Question.
I feel like every year, especially during the regular season, it's almost like Ravens, y'all could have been undefeated. I feel like that
Yeah.
every year.
they could be.
Facts.
Yeah.
They could
So,
be. I mean, I feel like Henry gonna have like 200 yards on the ground.
oh yeah, nah. Plus, I
That
think
that
that's my
was
favorite.
bad. He's gonna have 200 this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I think Jonathan Taylor is playing the best this season so far. But as far as best running backs in the league, you got to go with in no order. Saquon, Bijan, Derrick Henry. Those three guys to me are the best backs in the league. I think JT comes right up under that tier too. But this year he's balling. Bro, Derrick Henry, bro, like once he gets full speed, is over with. You're not stopping him. 200 yards is what I hope he gets. I think you're right on that, Kilo. But hey, Detroit just scored 50. Ravens just scored 40. These are high potent offenses. I wouldn't be so cavalier to say the Ravens stop them. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean,
Detroit,
we
Detroit
saw
can have
them
one.
put up. You saw the Bills put 40 on them. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's possible.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So and I think Detroit has a better all-around team offensively than the Bills, save for quarterback, right? Like across the board better. So and the Ravens, listen, they let lead slip, and Detroit, you not want to, you don't want to mess with them.
Yeah.
But and so no, great predictions, bold predictions.
I like it.
Some will definitely have to revisit, and I can't wait. But no, predictions are in. We'll see what happens with week 3. This is Frank. This is Fanspective, Kilo Sports TV, Fanspective TV, Delroy Scott. Thank y'all for joining. See you on week 3. 1.